When we are in strategy games, let's talk about games played in our social interactions. It will fascinate you. In Book Games People Play, Eric Byrne explores the unconscious psychological games that people engage in during social interactions. These games are often manipulative, repetitive, and emotionally driven, leading to predictable conflicts and dysfunctional relationships. Byrne categorizes these games into different types, ranging from marital and workplace games to those played in social and therapeutic settings. Below are more examples of common psychological games, their underlying motives, and how to break free from them. More psychological games and their impact. 1. See What You Made Me Do, the guilt transfer game. Pattern: a person blames others for their mistakes or accidents, shifting responsibility. Example: a person spills coffee on their laptop and yells, "See what you made me do. If you hadn't distracted me, this wouldn't have happened." A parent scolds a child, "Because of you, I had to quit my job." Purpose: the player avoids responsibility for their own actions and shifts blame to others. How to break the game: refuse to take responsibility for another person's choices. Respond neutrally: "I didn't make you do anything. What do you think went wrong?" 2. I'm only trying to help, the overbearing helper game. Pattern: someone gives unsolicited advice or help, then acts hurt or offended when their help is rejected. Example: a person insists on fixing someone's problems, "You should really try this diet." When the other person resists, "I was only trying to help, but fine. Do what you want." Purpose: the player seeks control and validation through offering advice. How to break the game: politely decline and set boundaries. "I appreciate your concern, but I prefer to handle it my way." 3. Why does this always happen to me? The martyr game. Pattern: a person frequently complains about their suffering but never takes action to change their situation. Example: no matter what I do, people always take advantage of me. I'm always the one who has to clean up after everyone. Purpose: this game seeks sympathy and validation, reinforcing the player's belief in their own victimhood. How to break the game: instead of offering sympathy, ask, "What steps can you take to change this?" Encourage responsibility rather than reinforcing the victim mentality. 4. Ain't it awful, the negativity game. Pattern: people bond over complaining and mutual dissatisfaction but resist finding solutions. Example: two coworkers complain every day, "This company is terrible." One suggests a change, "Maybe we should switch jobs." The other resists, "No, every company is the same." Purpose: the game creates false camaraderie through shared misery, but nothing ever improves. How to break the game: shift the focus to solutions. What can we do to make things better? 5. Let's you and him fight, the instigator game. Pattern: a person manipulates two others into conflict while staying uninvolved. Example: Alice tells Bob that Charlie insulted him behind his back, provoking a fight. A manager tells two employees conflicting instructions, causing them to argue. Purpose: the instigator enjoys drama and power over others, while avoiding direct confrontation. How to break the game: verify facts before reacting. "Let me check with Charlie before I assume anything." Refuse to be manipulated into conflict. 6. Yes, but, the resistance game. Pattern: someone asks for advice but rejects every solution with a "yes, but" response. Example: I need help with my job. Try updating your resume. "Yes, but I don't have time." This continues indefinitely. Purpose: the player seeks attention and validation but doesn't actually want a solution. How to break the game: instead of offering solutions, say, "What do you think you should do?" 7. If it weren't for you, the blame game. Pattern: a person blames others for their lack of success or freedom. Example: if it weren't for my spouse, I'd have a better career. If my parents had supported me, I'd be successful. Purpose: this game allows people to avoid taking responsibility for their own choices. How to break the game: challenge the belief. What steps can you take despite those obstacles? 8. Now I've got you, you son of a bitch, the punishment game. Pattern: a person waits for another to make a mistake, then overreacts aggressively. Example: a boss lets an employee make a mistake, then humiliates them in a meeting. A spouse holds on to past mistakes, bringing them up in every argument. Purpose: the aggressor seeks revenge and moral superiority. How to break the game. Recognize when someone is baiting you into conflict and disengage. Breaking free from psychological games. Become aware: recognizing the patterns is the first step to breaking them. Use the adult ego state: stay rational and objective, rather than reacting emotionally. Avoid giving emotional strokes: games continue because players seek emotional reactions. Refuse to engage. Encourage open communication: instead of playing games, practice direct and honest conversations. Set boundaries: if someone repeatedly plays games, limit interactions or call out the behavior directly. Final thoughts: why this book is a game changer. If you struggle with relationship conflicts, Games People Play helps you understand why they happen. If you feel emotionally drained by certain interactions, recognizing games allows you to break free. If you want to improve communication, understanding ego states and hidden motivations is invaluable. By learning to identify and break these psychological games, we gain control over our interactions and create healthier, more authentic relationships. Burns' work remains one of the most insightful books on human psychology and social dynamics. If you struggle with conflict in relationships, this book helps you understand why certain patterns keep repeating. If you feel manipulated or drained by certain interactions, Burns' framework provides a way to break free. If you want to improve leadership and communication skills, understanding ego states and transactional dynamics is invaluable. By recognizing and disrupting these psychological games, we gain control over our social interactions, build healthier relationships, and free ourselves from toxic cycles. Games People Play is an essential book for anyone who wants to master human psychology and communication.